Good morning. Little 3, 2, 1 pause. Hello. Good morning. My name is MJ. I do daily tarot readings as a way to sprinkle a little bit of fun and entertainment and, some little philosophical ramblings. I started on my YouTube online entrepreneurial blah blah when I was having some positive healing effects, and I felt guided to share it. I saw and listened to other speakers and was like, yeah. So I started doing that. Boy, oh boy, what a wild, boy, oh boy, what a wild ride it's been. It fucking has. Holy shit. But, whose life isn't a bit, whoa, or like, we're all here together. It's real. It's true. Are we able to get along? Clearly not. Can we share? Not as good at that, but we can learn. We can change. We are changing. So my intention with tarot is divine guidance and loving clarity. You are welcome to book a private reading. I'm a longtime yoga teacher, so my career really is like teaching yoga, meditation, breath work. Started reading tarot on the YouTube channel almost 5 years ago now. And now reading tarot. I also do something called EFT. It's a healing modality that uses tapping to rewire some of our emotional reactions and behavioral patterns. So feel free to check all that out. There's merchandise, there's online courses, and there's a book. Let's get into the reading for today. So February 7th, Divine Guidance, Loving Clarity. Hello, 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 hello. Oopie daisy. So we're walking away from something today. Abuse of power, Magician reverse, walking away from people who abuse their power. It's really quite simple. Some of you guys are possibly exhausted. I think because it's an 8 and the Magician, the Magician's a 1, but it's got the infinity symbol above the Magician's head, and it's making me think of, this is a pattern. We've been through this before. Right? This is a cycle. This is a pattern. So the walking away, I feel like for some of you, the walking away is paramount to your health and well-being. And or the walking away is also coming off the back of like, oh my God. Oh my God, I'm exhausted. I can't, holy shit. So you're like building this stuff, you're working on this stuff. This person's on their own as well, right? There's a very solitary energy. So whatever I would say that too, that's just for all of us to have as much compassion for ourselves so that we can extend that compassion to other. These are difficult energies. Walking away, letting go, being exhausted, being burnt out, that's tough energy. Plus it's Magician reverse, so whether it's you or the people you're dealing with, there's abuses of power. Which makes me think of like lies maybe, or just like a sense of like getting to know yourself. I do feel that 3 of wands in the reverse, I often get a sense of like shamanic. So rather than going externally on a journey, travel, sojourn, you go within. So some of you might get the help of a shamanic healer and do some inner journeying, right? Take your time with all this, okay? Hanged man energy is more like whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, you're going to have to take your time, and or you're likely maybe to be kind of suspended in this energy until you walk away. Walking away is a piece of the freedom, having the liberation to walk away from abuses of power. Again, this is let's get some clarity. King of Wands for some of you. This is a fire sign. Something about getting burned as well, right? Getting burned in love. I don't like it. This is a nice card. This is the Justice energy. This is coming out on top. balanced, coming out on top, coming out powerful, coming out balanced, justice scales. I honestly just feel like some of you might be having or holding, like you're holding space for yourself in a love situation. So this with the Lover's energy, I would say, is a love situation. King of Wands would be a fire sign. I mean, they're in the upright, so it's making me feel like maybe this is you finally garnering the courage to break free from something, to move forward from something, right? Here comes the major arcana. Major arcana here. So, my lovers. This is really a time of healing. There's something going on. This month has the North Node conjunct Chiron, among lots of other things. But that is in Aries. So there's a collective and individual healing around our ability to be who we are, our authenticity, right? Our boldness, our vital energy. And we all know that when we're in difficult situations, whether we're not getting along with people, whether it's money trouble, whether our physical health is a bother, we ebb and flow. Right? We ebb and flow in life, and so often is the case that there are people, places, or things that we're being guided to let go of. The whole letting go process is challenging, I think, for humans, or maybe all beings. I don't know, but it's just that whole concept of like the familiar feels safer because it's known. And typically, when we're feeling like the known isn't satisfying, the known is possibly doing damage, how do I step out of the known? And it can feel all at once inspirational, but as we move toward the leap or the kind of actualization of making the change, suddenly all that fear comes up. It's like, what am I doing? Like, I'm going to be on my own, or I won't have as much money, or I won't have a place to live, or all these things. And I mean, part of my own intuitive journey is here to tell you it's never like when we knowingly deny intuition and stay somewhere, whatever pattern we're in is only going to get worse until we either die or come away from that pattern. And of course, we can have self-compassion, because when I'm relating it to there's some specific situation I can relate it to. And I made the decision I made out of fear to stay in a situation because I logically, right, didn't know how I'd survive, didn't know how I'd yada, yada, yada. But the underlying toxic pattern got worse and worse until one self hits rock bottom, and nobody wants that. So that's not true. But truly, yeah, my own life's journey has shown me that when I deny my intuition, nothing's necessarily going to improve. And or worse, I've also encountered situations of denying intuition and ending up in incredibly dangerous situations. So like, thank God for being alive. But like, I'm sure, and we've all done that, we're not listening to this, we're not listening to that, and then bosh, something ridiculous happens. And I think it's that classic thing of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Woo! Sometimes some of these quotes, when you just throw them around, are like, maybe we just all talk too much, and I'm totally there with the talkers, right? But okay, so as I get back into some fun layers of this card, some of you guys are making change because you're wanting to create more security in your life, okay? Moving beyond a certain based on of limitations or perspective, you're moving beyond that. And of course, initially, in the first instance, what we're endeavoring is to, I guess, lock in that sense of inner security. You know yourself. You trust yourself, right? To thine own self be true. Not be true to the person you've been with for 16 years. It's true to thine own self. And that's part of our even in Teachings in A Course in Miracles talks about, like, it's when it comes to your spiritual connection, there's no compromise, my lovers. You know, like, we might compromise on our aesthetic, we might compromise on any number of physical things when it comes to creating a finer harmony in our reality. But if that spirit is compromised, I would dare say, on a sacred geometrical level, there is no way to create that harmonic unless you're vibing it. As in, when we're not connected to spirit, there will be these patterns that are like, bosh, bosh, until we're like, okay, I'm listening, I'm on the path, I'll become a better human. Or I wouldn't want to quantify it like that, just a more present, regenerative human, rather than the death grip of just being enslaved and having to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again because we're fearing the unknown, because we have no spiritual connection, and the world is gonna destroy ourselves and it's all just a doomsday holla shazam. But it's not. Why? Well, because what would be the point of that? And even if it did, it'd be like, we live in an infinite cosmos. Like, we are infinite, so it's okay. But let's not destroy ourselves on the planet. Come on. You've got to break free. Come on, people. Let's have a good time. Let's celebrate. Let's rejoice and be glad, and also share our hearts with one another in hopes that maybe that can help us all heal some jazzy. You know, like, it's all there. So anyway, I'll stop talking. I'm just at the beginning of the edge of annoying myself. So happy to be here with you guys. Have a great day, and I'll look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Take care. Peace out.